Are you an online entrepreneur who's making a ton of money in your business right now? Well, I got a surprise for you. The Internal Revenue Service is coming and they're here to make sure you pay your taxes. But if you watch this video, you might learn a thing or two about tax planning and how it's actually going to save you a ton of money on the front end as long as you engage with the right advisor to make sure that actually happens. Hi, my name is Brian Nguyen, and I'm a certified public accountant, or CPA for short, and I'm a tax advisor with CleverProfits, and we're an online accounting firm helping agencies, coaches, and creators with all things tax and finance for their business. If you're new to our channel, please go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button down below for weekly updates on tax and finance pertaining to your type of business in the online industry. Now, tax planning isn't something new, but I think most people don't really know what it entails and why tax planning can be so important for actually saving you money on the front end every single year, and why you need to be doing it at the end of the year all the time. And the common scenario that we run into is that a business owner will go through their entire year of business, not have paid any taxes, and sometime in January and February realize that they have a tax return due in March or April, and then take that to their local tax preparing shop where they spit out a tax return and get surprised by a massive tax bill. And that's not exactly a fun scenario to be in when you haven't actually properly saved as much money as you should have to actually pay that tax bill, and you're not even sure what you're paying and why. And one of the key things that we want to make sure we drill in your head is that planning is so critical as a business owner, and taxes are such a large expense, and you want to make sure that you have it locked down and dialed in so that you're not overpaying when you don't need to. And that's one of the key differences between hiring a tax advisor, someone who proactively engages with you and makes sure that you're paying as little as possible on the front end, and a tax preparer who's just preparing your taxes and submitting forms to the Internal Revenue Service or your state. That's really what the key differences lie between a tax advisor and a tax preparer. A tax advisor is really going to be paying attention to your interests, and their knowledge of the tax code and your industry is going to help you save money on the front end by implementing an actual tax plan comprised of a number of different tax planning opportunities and action items around that to facilitate making sure that you're actually saving money on the front end. Whereas a tax preparer, they're more reactive and they're more just doing what you're telling them to with the information and data that you're giving them. And that's not exactly a good way to go about running a business, in my personal opinion. I think that anytime you have an opportunity to save money on the front end year over year is going to accumulate more wealth down the road and more opportunities for you to actually use that extra savings to fuel your business or put into a passive income portfolio. I don't like the idea of paying more money than I need to the Internal Revenue Service, and I don't think you should either, which means that it's really important for you to engage in a competent advisor who's going to be able to look at your entire situation and ask the right questions for your business, specifically your type of business, so someone who has an expertise in your type of business, while also combining their knowledge and expertise of the tax code and able to make sure that you're saving the most amount of money every single year, okay? So one of the key things that we do for our clients with CleverProfits is, as part of our Profit Accelerator program, which is a 6-week program that people go through before they ever start to work with us, we get them set up on an accounting system, we get their historical financials done, they get a nice CFO strategy call to actually build their business plan for growth. And last step of the process is really to get on a call with me, and we go through item by item in their entire posture and figure out, is there any way that we can actually save you more money in taxes? So we'll go through things like your legal entity selections, especially if you have multiple businesses, this becomes a little more relevant. We'll go through your tax entity classifications. We'll go through your hidden deductions that we might find specifically for your niche and industry. We're going to go through things like tax managed retirement accounts and benefits and passive income investing and things that you want to do in the future, where you are in your business and where you want to go, what kind of products and services you want to offer, what kind of expansion opportunities you have. We go through all of it in a fine-tooth comb. And the goal here is to make sure that we have a full picture on what you're trying to do with your business in order to give you the best opportunity to actually save money in taxes. And from there, we'll actually create a tax plan for you that actually shows you, hey, this is what your taxes actually look like. This is what it was before you actually talked to us. This is what it is after you talk to us. And here are the little things that we're taking into account with respect to your specific situation. And we're going to implement these items today and make sure that you're saving as much money as possible in your business so that you're not overpaying to the Internal Revenue Service. That's real tax planning. It has nothing to do with the ultimate forms that are filed with the Internal Revenue Service. Eventually we get to that step, but only after we've looked through it in thorough detail to make sure that we've identified everything that we can do today and everything that we're going to do tomorrow to actually save you a buck or two in your business. And that's one of the key differences in what we do versus what a tax preparer does. So if you're interested in getting started with tax planning, it's actually not too late. If you're watching this video in September, which is when it's being recorded, you have a couple more months before we get into the heavy tax planning season, but you're going to want to start your conversations with a competent advisor who has a pretty good understanding of your specific situation with respect to your business, your industry, and your tax posture. And from there, they can help advise you on all the things that you need to do to actually save money on your taxes for this year in 2020 or going forward, depending on when you're watching this, okay? And if you don't have a competent advisor, hey, that's okay. You're watching a video from one right now, and you can go ahead and click the link below to go check out our website and schedule a consultation with a team member so that we can go do a more thorough analysis and see if you'd be a good candidate for tax planning opportunities on your business. And everyone, I think, no matter how small or big your business is, can probably use some form of tax planning just to make sure that they're in good hands and that they're not paying as much as they should be with the Internal Revenue Service. Okay, so that's tax planning in a nutshell. Every single year you do tax planning, you're going to save a ton of money. It's going to be well worth the cost. A lot of our clients who have come through our doors have gotten multiple X ROI on their investment with us for tax planning. And a lot of it's just the comfort and safety of knowing that you're in good hands and that someone who knows what they're doing in your industry, in your space, is saving you as much money as possible and can walk you through what you need to do to actually get there. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. If you liked what you hear and you want to take advantage of more tax strategies, we have so many more videos on the channel that are going to be coming out explaining how we help our clients save tons of money. And you can check out the videos by hitting that like, share, subscribe button and go into the next one right here.